Ransom Kanye, author of the Amazon best-selling book The Magic Oil, proudly presents the Castor Chronicles, how a magical bean oil fights coughs and colds. Ah, the common cold, the gift that keeps on giving, in all the wrong ways, that sneezing symphony, that nose-blowing orchestra, and those throat-clearing solos that put any opera singer to shame. We've all been there. You wake up one fine morning with a sore throat, congested nose and a cough that could rival a donkey's bray. Your best buddy, a bottle of castor oil. Wait, what? Yes, you heard it right. Castor oil has been used for centuries to tackle coughs and colds, and we're about to embark on a comical journey to uncover the wonders of this magical bean oil. Buckle up, folks. The Castor Chronicles begin. We all know that the common cold can be as stubborn as a toddler's bedtime resistance, but have you ever considered that this age-old ailment might just have met its match in the form of castor oil? Castor oil is like the Gandalf of the natural remedy world. It appears when all hope seems lost and says, "You shall not cough," an ode to the magic bean oil. Picture this. You're bundled up in blankets, clutching your tissue box like it's your passport to the land of wellness, and the room is filled with the scent of Grandma's famous chicken soup. But lo and behold, there's another secret weapon in your arsenal, a bottle of castor oil. Now, before you start imagining yourself gulping down spoonfuls of this viscous liquid, hold your horses. We won't be recreating scenes from medieval times. We're going to approach this with a touch of modern sensibility. Castor oil isn't a new age fad. It's been used for centuries, and here's how it can help you conquer the common cold. The magical composition. Castor oil is no ordinary oil. It's derived from the seeds of the castor bean plant. These seeds contain a magical compound called ricinoleic acid, which has antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory properties. In simpler terms, this oil is the Chuck Norris of the plant world. Ricinoleic acid is the active ingredient in castor oil that takes center stage in the battle against colds and coughs. It not only helps fight off the nasty microbes responsible for your ailment, but also soothes your inflamed throat, making it feel like you just went on a tropical vacation. How to use castor oil for coughs and colds. Now, let's talk about how to incorporate castor oil into your cold-fighting regimen without turning it into a scene from a Shakespearean tragedy. It's quite simple, really. 1. Castor oil pack. Get yourself a piece of flannel cloth and fold it into layers. Drench the cloth with warm castor oil, but don't overdo it, or you'll end up with an oil slick on your chest. Place the oil-soaked cloth on your chest. Cover it with a plastic wrap to keep the oil from escaping. Finally, wrap a warm towel around your chest and let it sit for an hour or two. Sure, you might look like you're wearing a castor oil superhero cape, but at least you'll be cough-free in no time. 2. Steam inhalation. Boil some water and pour it into a large bowl. Add a few drops of castor oil to the hot water. Cover your head in the bowl with a towel, creating a mini steam chamber. Inhale the steam, but don't get lost in a reverie. Focus on your congested nose instead. Congratulations, you've just turned yourself into a castor oil dragon. Breathe that steam, and your nasal passages will thank you. What makes castor oil so special? So, what's the secret behind castor oil's impressive ability to tackle coughs and colds? Well, besides its ricinoleic acid magic, castor oil is also known for the following 4 attributes. 1. Anti-inflammatory power. Castor oil helps reduce the inflammation in your throat, providing relief from that pesky soreness. 2. Immune boosting. It supports your immune system in fighting off those nasty cold-causing germs. 3. Expectorant abilities. Castor oil can help in loosening mucus and phlegm, making it easier to clear your throat. Say goodbye to your croaky, frog-like voice. 4. Antimicrobial might. It's a formidable foe to the microscopic enemies causing your discomfort. The ricinoleic acid acts like your personal bouncer, kicking out the unwanted guests. A comedic take on castor oil tales. As the castor oil helps you combat the common cold, let's take a lighthearted dive into the world of castor oil tales. Legend has it that castor oil, in all its medicinal glory, was the secret weapon behind several historical figures' triumphs. 1. Napoleon's bittersweet defeat. When Napoleon Bonaparte fell ill with a nasty cold before the Battle of Waterloo, he turned to castor oil for relief. Little did he know that his cold would lead to his eventual defeat. His ailment left him bedridden while his generals made decisions that would seal his fate. Castor oil might not have been his best friend that day, but it certainly played a role in shaping history. 2. Cleopatra's cold remedy. The Queen of the Nile herself, Cleopatra, was said to have used castor oil to ease her cold symptoms. Legend has it that she even had her slaves fan her with palm leaves as she reclined in her opulent chambers, sipping on a castor oil concoction. Of course, she did it with more grace and style than the average cold sufferer. The castor oil revival. While these historical anecdotes might seem like tall tales, there's no denying that castor oil has been an age-old remedy that stood the test of time. In recent years, it has made a significant comeback in the world of natural and holistic medicine. But remember, castor oil, like any remedy, should be used in moderation. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution, and you should always consult with a healthcare professional before introducing it into your cold fighting regimen, especially if you have underlying health issues or allergies. A word of caution. Before you start chanting castor oil, help me fight my cold, there are a few things you should keep in mind. 1. Quality matters. Make sure you're using high-quality, cold-pressed castor oil to reap the benefits. Don't just pick up any old bottle from your local convenience store. 2. Skin sensitivity. Perform a patch test to check for any skin sensitivity or allergies to castor oil. You don't want to swap one problem for another, like turning your chest into a lobster. 3. Consult a professional. Always consult with a healthcare professional before trying any new remedy. They can help you determine the best course of action for your specific situation. In conclusion, so there you have it, the castor oil conundrum, the magical bean oil that's been defying coughs and colds for centuries. It's a quirky, intriguing remedy that continues to make people raise an eyebrow, but the science behind it is nothing to scoff at. Castor oil's ricinoleic acid content, anti-inflammatory properties, and antimicrobial abilities make it a formidable foe against the common cold. While it might not be the ultimate panacea, castor oil's ability to soothe your sore throat, boost your immune system, and aid in expectoration are not to be underestimated. So the next time you're battling a nasty cold, consider giving castor oil a shot. Just remember, if you start speaking in Shakespearean verse, you might have used a tad too much. In the grand scheme of things, castor oil may be just one tool in the vast arsenal of natural remedies for colds and coughs. Whether you're Cleopatra, Napoleon, or just an average Joe, castor oil has a place in the annals of cold fighting history.